Welcome to episode 8 of Bench Talk, a podcast all about high school athletics. I'm Jack Rutherford, aka J Russ, and we are here to spotlight players, coaches, and stories that make local sports unforgettable. Welcome back to Bench Talk. Today I'm here with 5'7" guard from Charlestown High School, Natalie Gagnog. So, Natalie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I go to Charlestown High School. I play basketball. I've played basketball my whole life, basically. Um, on the weekends, friends, love playing, hanging out with my friends. Basically just student athlete.
What do you and your friends like to do when you're not doing basketball? Because I know that consumes up most of your time.
Yeah, we just go on like little journeys, like drive around in the car, listen to music, go out to eat.
Do you have a favorite place to go out to eat? Cause we like Drake's and like sports bars.
Yeah, that's the spot is Drake's usually, Bubba's.
Go
sports
to
bars.
order. We chicken tenders, fries. We like little
Buffalo
burgers.
Buffalo chicken wrap, always get that. I haven't gotten anything else.
That sounds pretty good to me. And what's been so special about your sports journey?
It gives me an out to like my personal life, family life. Love playing the game. Really enjoy it. Something I'm good at too. So
And you talking about playing the game, you wear number 3. What's so special about that number? Is there anything special?
yeah, my older sister went to Charlestown too. She wore number 3, so that's where I got it from.
You trying to kind of follow in her legacy?
Yeah.
I feel that's like that's a family moment there for the parents.
For sure.
And us talking about basketball, we can go ahead and jump to it. We just got the sectional draw. You all play Corden, and then win that on Tuesday. You get the winner. Who got the buy-in?
North Harrison.
North Harrison. So I mean, the sectional draw is fairly. It's definitely doable because at the bottom you have who plays at the bottom? It's Silver Creek and Madison.
And then Scottsburg got a bye.
So I definitely think you have potential to run that all the way to the finals and hopefully see Silver Creek. I think your first game versus Corden will probably be your hardest.
Yeah, that's definitely a big game.
Because you lost to them previous in the season. You know by how much that was?
I think 15, 20, around there.
And what has been, I know you all still have games this week. You have Seymour Tuesday. You play Friday. Who y'all have Friday?
Madison at home.
Yeah, so you still have 2 games, but has Scott or Coach Matthews already been planning for that Corden game?
So we have a pretty good idea. Like we know them pretty well, so we kind of already assume our game plan. But once it gets closer to time, after these next 2 games, we'll really start going over them.
And Seymour is a great game this week, considering that's a 4A school because you are 3A sectional. That's a 4A school, so it's definitely good. It's good to play bigger schools to get used to the level of competition you will see in sectionals.
Yeah, we have a tough schedule, and Seymour's one of those tough teams.
Yeah, that's definitely what Matthews does. He loads y'all schedule for 4As and just to get as much experience as you can get, considering you are still young. I mean, you'll start 4 sophomores and a junior.
Yeah, no seniors.
Yeah, exactly. So y'all are all returning next year. You still have you still have one more year with them, considering you're the oldest.
Yeah.
And with you being the oldest, what skills have you developed on the court? Like, was being the oldest, you have the most experience. So are you more vocal or you lead by example?
Yeah, so it's definitely a change, being the leader. I'd say the most important thing would be to stay positive, encourage your teammates, especially because they're young. They don't have as much experience, but keeping their heads up, encouraging them is definitely important.
But you still have to be a little hard on them so
Yeah.
they do learn and can't just slide by everything. And with you finishing your junior year is coming to an end before you know it, and you'll have senior year, what's been your favorite memory so far through we'll say your high school athletic career?
My favorite memory, nothing specific, but definitely the friendships I've made. We're all very close. That's something I enjoy. Playing with my friends, very enjoyable. Makes it a fun game.
Well, yeah, you talking about what you all being as strong as you are off the court, that also makes on the court way better because you know them like the back of your hand.
Hmm.
You see them all the time. You're always with them. So being on the court just makes you unified and as one. And we talked about your favorite high school memory. What's your favorite just memory throughout your whole journey?
Favorite memory, probably fourth and fifth grade, undefeated champions. That was pretty enjoyable, especially for how young we were. Definitely something I'll remember.
And getting the first, like getting a taste of the success.
Hmm.
So then that makes your drive go up because you're like, it feels great winning. Like it sucks when you lose and you go back to the locker room. And you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. And us talking about your athletic career, who has been your biggest inspiration so far in your athletic career?
Definitely my dad and my sister. Dad's always been a big supporter, especially through the tough times when I feel like giving up. Because I mean, every athlete has those times where they're just not
Mhm.
in the right headspace in their sport. That helped a lot. My sister is the person who actually got me into basketball. Watching her play when I was little just made me like see how fun it was and wanted to try it out, and that's where it all began.
And you talking about having your highs and lows throughout your journey. How are you able just to stay poised and mentally and physically still involved? Because I know it's easy to give up and you can just be like, I'm done. But how are you able to just to continue? Like, how are you able to continue just to stick that out and strive through it?
Yeah, definitely playing for my team, not myself. That's a big thing. If you're having a bad game, not hitting your shots, you still have a game to win. You still have other teammates. So definitely playing for my team is what keeps me poised.
Yeah, and you talking about if you don't make shots, you still have a game. Yeah, for sure. Because some people, that's what they bank off, and if they're not making shots, they get in their head, and then they're done. So being able to, like you said, rely on your teammates, I think that's big because you rely on them when they need you, and they rely on you when you need you. So it takes truly five players to win a basketball game.
Hmm.
And school is a big thing. So you have a favorite subject?
Math, probably.
Why math?
I'm good at it.
Oh, so you're good with
Algebra,
numbers. Okay.
yeah.
So what does a school day look like for you? Like what does a day in the life look for Natalie when with school?
Yeah, during the week, wake up, get ready for school, go to school, um, try to get through it. After school, I have practice till 5. Get some shots up after, go home, eat dinner. Homework, definitely have to stick with the homework. As much as I hate it, I mean, it's what allows me to play basketball is having those good grades. So,
And you talking about you shoot after practice. Is there any certain things you do, or is that like you work more on your three ball, or you mid range layups, free throws? Like what does that look like for you?
mostly working on my finishes, some threes here and there, but finishes is a big part of my game.
And you talking about school? How are you able to balance? You have classes, tests with your personal life, as in basketball. How are you able to balance all of that? Because I know that can get tricky sometimes coming from a student athlete.
Yeah, time management is a big thing. I procrastinate a lot, which is not good, but definitely need to find that time management. See,
It happens for sure because I procrastinate all the time. Like I'm like I can do some. Why do something today when I can do it tomorrow?
exactly, and then it usually never gets done.
And it normally bites me on my butt. And yeah,
You learn the hard way.
yeah. And then I hear from my father. And how are you able to stay motivated during that whole time? Because with trying to balance school and all that, you do have you have some highs. Wow, you have your lows and highs with that as well. So how are you able just to physically and mentally be able just to stick school out?
Um, getting the right amount of sleep definitely helps. Um, you know, I love playing basketball, and the school part of it allows me to do that. So just thinking about that motivates me a lot.
And Charlestown is a great community. I mean, they are always engaged in what's going on with high school athletes and then even in their middle school and elementary. So what does community ultimately mean to you when you have a packed bowl at Charlestown full of just blue? What does that mean to you?
Well, I love playing for Charlestown, especially when we have a great atmosphere, good facilities to play in. So definitely enjoy when we have people show out for our games. Means a lot to the players for sure and the coaches.
It definitely gets you all going sometimes. Like say you'll have a game and you're not very energetic, but you have a gymnasium full of people. That's one way just to get you all going, and because ultimately it's bigger than you. You're playing for the name on the front and everybody in the stands. So how much does that actually truly mean to you?
Um, it's very helpful actually, so it means a lot. It brings the energy up for games, especially rival games. Usually get a big crowd for those. Definitely makes it more competitive. Brings the energy up for sure.
And what kind of legacy do you want to leave back at Charlestown? It doesn't even have to be more so scoring 30 a game. It could be like I see Natalie out in public. She's quick to come up and say hi to little kids. You know.
Yeah. Um, Definitely being a good leader, setting good examples for my teammates. Um, yeah.
And how much does it mean to you for little kids to come up and ask for a picture, or ask for a hug or a high five?
Well, we love it. We have little kids camps all the time. They love it too. So just seeing them enjoy it makes us enjoy it a lot.
And you're still a junior, so you still have a year left of high school. But what are your goals? Well, as the season wraps up, what are your goals to finish this season?
So probably the mentality part of it. That's something we've struggled with the beginning of the season. Definitely getting better at it. So I say just giving it our all, pushing it out, finishing with a good game for the end of the season.
And what are your goals for next year? Considering y'all are young, you return everybody.
Um, Probably sticking together. You know, it's easy to group up with different people, distance yourself, but staying in contact with your teammates. Maybe that's like going to the gym together, going out to eat, keeping that like team bonding, that chemistry.
Yeah, wow. At the end of the day, I think that it's bigger than basketball, like we talked about. It's because only 5% of athletes go to play at the collegiate level. So at the end of the day, you're kind of the team or the people you have around you is kind of all you have, and the connections you've made can last a lifetime. And are you planning to play basketball in college?
Yeah, that's definitely the plan. I've joined a new AAU team that gets more exposure, gets more looks from colleges. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
I'm guessing you're pretty excited to play on a bigger stage this coming summer. Going in your senior year, it's a big summer for you too.
Yeah, it's a big change, but definitely a lot of that attention will happen this summer.
And what do you want to major in when you go to college?
So I'm still undecided, but I'm thinking something in the medical field, nursing, radiology.
And what strikes your mind into going in the medical field? Is it helping people?
Yeah, definitely helping people. Something I enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's heartwarming helping people.
Hmm.
And you seem like you have a pretty good heart.
Yeah.
And how has playing sports influenced you into becoming, maybe we'll call it, just influenced you, whether that's making you into a better person, learning life goals?
Yeah. Playing basketball, it's not just about the skill part. I mean, it helps your outside life too. Your communication skills, your leadership, helps you in the working field. Yeah, so it definitely prepares you for.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that, like you said, all the skills, whether yeah, that's leadership, because that's important. You always need a leader, whatever you're in. Communication's a big one because I think nowadays, I'll be honest, kids don't know how to communicate, and also being able to communicate. Like, when did you think you were 6 months ago? You probably didn't think you would be doing a podcast.
No, definitely not.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, I definitely think communication is a big thing, and with playing sports and being able to learn that early, I think that helps. It helps in the classroom. It helps in your everyday life, as we see right now. And what was your favorite game this past season?
Favorite game, definitely a competitive one would be Jeff. Always good to get a win out of that one. I think a lot of people thought we were the underdogs. Weren't supposed to win that, but it was a great game to play with my teammates. Very competitive.
Did you just say Jeff because this is on camera and I go to Jeff, or was that actually your favorite
That's
game?
part of it, but no, I'm just
Ah,
kidding.
all right. Well, you
No,
never
it
know.
was.
It could be the way I
No.
know you. And just to get to know you a little bit better before we wrap everything up, what's your favorite place to eat in Southern Indiana?
Favorite place to eat. I try many different places, but one that I've gone to for a very long time with my family is Konzai in Clarksville. Love that place. We're close to a few people there. So
I don't like that place at all.
really,
No, I'll go. Like if you have a birthday party and you invite me, it's at Consley. I'll go. I'll get something. But like, nah. There's many other places I would rather go. And what's your favorite thing to do in Southern Indiana? Actually, yeah? We'll say what's your favorite thing to do in Southern Indiana.
favorite thing to do, probably go to a sports bar. Go out to eat with my friends. That's usually every weekend. That's the spot.
Do you all do it normally after games, or is it just on the weekends when you are free?
A lot of the times, home games for sure. We'll go out to eat at the sports bars and stuff. Mostly weekends.
Well, as we wrap up, I got some trivia questions for you.
Oh God, not gonna be good at these.
They're not terrible. Let's see. What popular shootout game is named after five-letter animal? What shooting game is a five-letter animal? It's like the most
Oh,
common.
horse.
Yes.
I gotta count my letters in my head.
How many high schools did Kevin Durant play for?
Oh, see, I'm just take a wild guess. 3.
That's correct. You're currently 2 for 2.
Okay, let's go.
And this last question, I'll even give you the charades version of it.
All right.
If a referee touches both shoulders, what are they signaling?
Timeout.
Okay, I need more. There's two different types of
30
timeouts.
30
There's this one and there's
30
this
second
one.
timeout.
There you go.
Got
That's
it.
correct.
3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Wasn't expecting that one.
Well, this wraps up everything from Bench Talk. I want to give a big thank you to Natalie for coming out and sharing her story. And if you want to hear more inspirational stories on athletes, make sure to drop a like, comment, and share, and tune in to Bench Talk.